this is Alex. Welcome to my new channel. I bought this Mark II Golf as a project car. I mean, I've done a bit of work on it already because I thought halfway through I could vlog it. There it is. It's a 1992. It's a 1.6 auto, but that's going to be changed. I'm going to convert it to a manual. I don't know whether to keep it as a 1.6 or not. I'm going to see about funds and what have you. A bit of a dent in the door. I've got a bit of a small space to work in. Yeah, so I'm going to do a few episodes on this. See how it goes. There it is. I've always loved these cars. So yeah, I got this one off eBay. Off a guy who was unfortunate to lose his job from COVID, and it's done 83,000 miles, I think, from new. So, like I said, it's an automatic, but I'm changing that to a manual. I've got most of the bits to do that. So yeah, in the upcoming episodes, we're going to get the engine out and just start stripping everything back. I'm going to repaint and clean all the engine bay, reseal all the arches, everything. I want to keep it the same colour, but I'm not. Like I said, I'm only going to be painting it in this garage, or it's a project I want to do it all myself. I'm not a professional painter by all means, nor have I got the kit. So yeah, we're going to have a look, see how we get on with it. I've had one of these before. I was a lot younger. I painted in NATO green, and it was a pretty good job. I kind of passed the NATO green stage now. I want to kind of keep it original if I can. So I was just going to have a new door. I've got a new door coming, but I couldn't find one in that colour. So yeah, it's going to be repainted. And then I've got to weld in a new arch, or at least at the bottom there. It's starting to rust through. So I haven't got no professional gear. This is all off my phone. So I'm going to do the best I can with what I've got. Cam cover and all that. Lights here everywhere. The garage leaks, so I keep everything underneath the bottom. So I don't want to invest. It's a rented house, so I don't want to invest too much money into the garage. But yeah, so we'll what we've got left to take this engine out is, I believe, let's move some power steering pipes out of the way. Take this front cross member out. Obviously engine mounts. I've took the exhaust out, all the carburetors off. This is all radiator guys, cam covers, headlights. I need 2 new headlights. Sorry, the lighting's not very good either. But yeah, so all the exhaust is off. Them silly spring clamps that they used back in the day. I don't know if you're aware of these. So with these things, oh, bit of rubbish there. With these things, I don't know if any of you know, there's a bit of a hack because there's a special tools you can buy to take them off. But of course, I haven't got that special tool because you just never use them anymore. So you will never really see them. So what I used was, I can't find it now. It's in there somewhere, or maybe in my toolbox. Was a exhaust clamp. I'll see if I can find it. Take a light with me. So what I used was an exhaust clamp. There we go. So use it like that. So obviously the exhaust clamp, the bolts come off that bit. Goes like that. The bolts go on. Can't take cost. So with these, let me there. So with these, if you do them backwards, so put the bolts on like that, put them on there, you can get them in like that, and then if you wind these bolts out, it opens and spreads the clamp, so it comes off. So yeah, a bit of a hack if you didn't know already. I mean, if you look on Google and stuff, it does show you. So them spring clamps there, they'll probably go back on. I don't know, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with engine wise. It's finances and stuff as well. And yeah, don't know, we'll find out in the future. That's not for a long while yet, so we'll get this one out. I'm not really all about speed and stuff, so it doesn't bother me too much how fast it is. I just like the look of the cars. So yeah, I'm going to try my best to keep you in light with it all. So I've got left to take the drive shafts out. Yeah, move these things, move this cross member, the exhaust is off. So it's just really drive shafts. All the wiring's off, all the cables are off. Start motor, there's a live cable, but the start motor's from underneath, so I've got to go underneath at some point. I'll let you know, I'm absolutely petrified of spiders, and it's the worst garage ever. So if you see me screaming like a little girl and running away, that'll be why, because of the spiders. Hate them. Hoover the garage out for spiders probably once a week. Damn things. So my biggest fear is taking this inner arch out. Freddy, the spider coming along and scaring me. So anyway, I was going to get some bits, so I need a 10mm, lots of 10mm. They look pretty rusty, so I'm just going to take off, and if I have to cut them, cut these ones out, I will, but possibly the wing might just fall off with them, hopefully. Save me getting the grinder out. But yeah, as you can see, it's not too bad. I mean, I'm going to put all new brake pipes and what have you on there. So that's why the calipers are just hanging there, so don't hate me for that. But so I can get new brake pipes. All metal ones and possibly braided ones, I'm not too sure yet. Don't really need them. I'm going to poly bush it all. Doesn't need them, but they last a lot longer. So that's it. So they're all going to be cleaned up. All the lower arms are going to be cleaned up. Some frames coming out, all cleaned up and painted. So yeah, I just want a nice example of one and just clean, all protected. Gonna try not to use it in the winter so much once it's done, just because I just don't want it to rot away. It's gonna be a bit of a life for this car, I reckon. But then, you know, who knows? Might change my mind later down the line and get something else. We'll see. So yeah, I'll be back. I'm just going to go get some tools and I'll be back. Right, so got me tools that I need. I've ordered a tripod for this now, so hopefully I can get better angles and stuff. Like I say, I'm new to this new YouTube thing. So just going to see how it goes. Not doing very well today. Obviously they're not 10mm, are they? So yeah, we're going to take these bolts off, which are 8mm. Whip them off. Try and keep all the bolts. So they drive into plastic things, so they never normally get seized. It's just, obviously they get rusted on the head. So I'll try my best. So one there. So any of you that know these cars know that they're covered seam sealer and stone chip and God knows what else. So there will bolts. There's some bolts behind here, and they're covered. Seam sealer, so you have to grind them all back to try and find the bolts to get them off. And then cut down the seam sealer or grind down the seam sealer, whatever you want to do to get them off. Bit of a nightmare, but to be fair, I did do a sign, it wasn't too bad. That's up there. Seems the ones that are never going to come out, I don't think, but we'll yeah, definitely not. Like I say, I'm replacing these wings anyway, so it doesn't matter what state they come out in, to be fair. The main bit I want to save is the arch liner, not the wing. So I'm going to get a little pry tool to get them off. So, let's get it out. Prying it off, didn't break it too much. Yeah, like I say, petrified of spiders, so hopefully there isn't any big ones in there. Don't mind little ones, but yeah. So, the bolts to get this wing off that are a bit awkward to get to. There's one up the top, just above that side repeater. There's one about there, you can just see the indent and all the seam sealer. And there's one underneath, covered in seam sealer too. So it's just a case of, I mean, last one I peeled it back with a screwdriver, but I have got a wire brush on the end of a grinder. That seems to get off quite well. So they're the 3 hardest ones to get out. The rest are pretty easy to get to. So yeah, I'm gonna try and pry it off with a screwdriver. The thing is, it's pretty cold as well, so that doesn't help as such. But it's one of them. It kind of helps, but you know, if you can get underneath it and start getting it off. Like I said, I don't know whether it might just be worth getting the angle grinder out. I think it's all set up anyway. And then you're straight to the bolts then, aren't you? It's just that one, because I don't want the side repeater to get damaged if I can help it. You can't just stick out. So bring that down there. Yeah, so I'm gonna go find the angle grinder, I reckon. Now, I've got no safety guard or anything on it. I would not recommend using an angle grinder without a safety guard. A couple of months ago, I was cutting out some bits of a trainer for a friend, and I had a disc snap on me, and yeah, nearly chopped my face off. So, ever since then, I kind of wish I had a guard, but I don't. So like I said, I've got limited space in this garage, so it's kind of hard to move around this side, because I made it so there's more room on the side, just purely because of that near side rear door getting it off and on, and it didn't run at the side, and it's on a hill, so trying to push it up was an absolute nightmare. Right, so I'm gonna grind these off, but I'm gonna use 2 hands. So I'm gonna place my phone down. So hopefully you can see, but if not, I'm sorry. Depending on how well these videos go is depending on how much I invest in cameras and God knows what else. So yeah, it's all down to you guys really, whether you watch these things or whether you don't. But for now, I'm just gonna tinker along with my phone. I've bought a tripod, so I can set it up a bit better. And I've been told to buy a microphone because the sound's probably absolutely shocking, but we'll go and have a look. So yeah, you probably won't be able to hear or see much from this, but we'll give it a go, see how we get on. So I should have exposed them enough just to get a socket on there. So I know these are 10 mils. He says this is where they're 8. Made myself look like a fool. We'll see. Ready? So whip them out. That one out. So we might need a ratchet on that one. Oh no. So I'm going to keep all these bolts. I've got him stuck on there now. There we go. And then one underneath, which is, I don't know if you can see. So now, so there's a 3 difficult ones. So now, I've had to, because obviously I've got the front end off the car already. I've missed quite a lot. But I'm not really willing to put it back together to show. Because there's been quite a lot of work involved already. So, there's bolts here, there and everywhere. But there's one there where the bumper slots on. So there's one behind there. There is 1 or 2 there on the front, connected to the chassis legs. And then a row up there, bolting onto the inner wing. So let's get some lights set up, start whipping them out. So obviously these ones are nice and easy to get to. Sorry, I know you're floating around a lot, but like I say, you're in my hand. I'm trying my best. Right, so whip them out. Whip that one out. Whip that one out. Whip that one out. And whip him out. That's it. Now, so got a pot on the go already. There he is. I'm putting all these bolts and stuff. Try to keep them all together. Just save a lot of time and money, really. Just keeping the same bolts because you know these older, especially with older cars, they're hard to find. I mean, wing bolts aren't, but yeah, just doing what I can with the things that I've got. Going from there. So yeah, I'm gonna find where all my bolts are. It's a bit dark up here. I've only got LED lights in the garage. I haven't got like any normal light. Nor do I really want to put any up because, like I say, the garage leaks. So have a look in there. What are they? Wing bolts. So yeah, we'll chuck them in there. Set them on there, and that's probably where I'll stay for the next 20 years. No, I'm only joking. I want to be done before 20 years time, but we never know. You never know. Oh, guess what? This one. You plonker. What a wally. Right. Old sugar pots. Nice. I say it's dark in there, so you probably won't be able to see. But again, another question to ask you guys, because you'll probably know more than me. Well, let me just get a torch so you can see. Where's my torch? pulling that wing off in a minute. So you guys can see. We've got these BBS splits. So now, I got them for a steal of a price, really. Okay, with good tyres as well. I'll just strip the tyres off. But they are in quite bad condition. So I just want to... I want to paint them myself. So I just want the paint stripping off them. I've tried everything. And it's quite thick. Well, I mean, I got most of it off that one. But yeah, there's still quite a lot left to get off. Especially in their little caps. And stuff. I've bought some industrial paint stripper. I mean, it works, but it's still quite hard. So I'm looking for someone to sandblast them or something like that. But yeah, so if anyone knows anything, I'm around the Gloucestershire region. With all this COVID stuff going on, it's quite hard to find stuff like this as well, just to find people to do it. Like I say, I've got a bit of a tight budget as well, so if anyone can look after me on price as well, that'd be brilliant. So yeah, again, let me know in the comments. So yeah, we're back to this wing then. We're going to pull this wing off, hopefully. It's not going to cause too much of an issue. Although, so far, it hasn't gone very well. But we'll just see. Like I say, I'm not really worried about these wings because I am putting new ones on. So... new ones will be going on. See, there we go. There's Freddy, the old mate. Don't like him. See him there, crawling over. It's going well, this isn't it? Fair play, right. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to get rid of Freddy. Humanely, obviously. And I'll be back and pull off that wing and off we go. So yeah, everybody said bye to Freddy. Yeah, so Freddy's gone, but I'm not too sure where he's gone. So yeah, hopefully Freddy is gone and leaves me alone because I don't really know. But I just am absolutely petrified of him. Not scared of much spiders as well. Unfortunately, because doing these cars, you seem to find quite a lot. And yeah, absolutely hate them. So we'll see. So yeah, like I say, it's trying to split the wings from there. Okay, they just sort of go then. Happy days. One wing, one inner wing. So yeah, I'm stripping all them back. They'll be all getting painted in some sort of, I don't know, like what to use. Yeah, I've been doing a bit of research. So I honestly want this car to last sort of forever. So yeah, some long-lasting stuff, whatever's going on there. Tetrasil or something like that, I don't know. But yeah. So, right, so one more thing before I go. I've finished my cup of tea now, haven't I? So, daytime drinking. Well, it's not daytime anymore. We'll go to me fridge, so I'm going to tidy up all my tools while they're all gone. And radiator for the golf parts everywhere in my garage. There's my welder. It's a bit old, snap-on one it is. Bit of sentimental value on that one. Hubs, alternator, all the bolts, carburetor. But again, Not too sure if I can use that, whether it's just a case of automatics or not. Not too sure. If anyone can let me know. Anyone that knows more than me would be great and much appreciated. And just a few timber cares. There's all me radiator fan, front valance and all that in the back already. My new package wins, got them from Volkswagen Heritage, shout out to them. Really good. Got them on a Black Friday deal, those cheap as chips. They're not genuine ones, but they're good reviews, so I can't remember what I paid for them now, but it wasn't a lot. Got a roof box on top, so that's when we go on holiday. I use that, that's not for the golf. And yeah, there's old roofing, but like I say, it's a rented property, so I don't really want to invest too much money on the garage. All sorts of bits and bobs up there. I'm into the mountain biking as well. So got a few of that, a few bits to do with that. That's it. So I'm gonna crack on, have a beer, milk it in the garage for as long as I can because the kids are in the house causing havoc. And that's me for today. Cheers.